I've been doing this for 22 years. You are my last pick.
In a shocker, the Ravens were able to seal a trade with the Eagles for the last pick in the first round of the 2018 draft to take quarterback Lamar Jackson out of Louisville.
Lamar Jackson.
There it is.
Wow. Quarterback,
Okay.
When the current quarterback for the last 10 years, Joe Flacco, was asked if he would help mentor the young rookie, his answer was simple.
Hell no, no, to the no, no. Hell to the no, no. To the no, no, no. Hell to the no, no. To the no.
The Giants have chosen to put all of their faith back into Eli, deciding not to take a quarterback with the second overall pick. Did they make a mistake? Or are none of these guys better than the 35-year-old two-time Super Bowl winner? Carson Wentz was the leading MVP candidate before his season ended in Week 14. With him healthy and ready to go Week 1, can the Eagles be the first NFC team to win back-to-back Super Bowls since 1994? Ezekiel Elliott has averaged over 100 rushing yards per game in his 2 NFL seasons. There is no doubt that he will be even more dangerous in his 3rd season, now that the suspension is behind him. But did Dallas do enough this offseason to help Dak Prescott in the passing game? The Redskins part ways with Kirk Cousins and bring in Alex Smith, who had a 104.7 quarterback rating in 2017 with the 10-6 Chiefs. But he comes to Washington with no Travis Kelce, no Tyreek Hill, no Kareem Hunt, and he inherits nothing close to the equivalent. This is the story of the NFC East 2018. Alex Smith has played at a high level with the Kansas City Chiefs, going to the Pro Bowl in 3 of his 5 seasons with the team. Now, the guy he's replacing, Kirk Cousins, would be the least to blame for Washington's mediocrity since he's taken over at quarterback in 2015. In fact, he has the 2nd most game-winning drives with 7 since becoming the starter for 2016. In fact, Cousins would go into 2017 losing both Pierre Garçon and Deshaun Jackson, 2 receivers that combined for over 2,000 yards for him in 2016, and was still able to muster 7 wins, without a star receiver and a running core that averaged 3.6 yards per carry.
It was not a wise decision to let Kirk Cousins go. Just not at all. Just, come on, man.
Alex Smith will inherit this team without a superstar. And even if you go back to his San Francisco days, he has always had some type of weapons around him. Alex Smith, once again, has lost his job after having an amazing season and playing his heart out because the team did not believe in him. And heading into his 13th season, it's safe to say that this may be the last stop on the train for Alex Smith. Can he once again bounce back and find a way to take a 3rd team into the playoffs? Or is this too little too late for both Alex Smith and the Redskins? And this is the story for the Washington Redskins in 2018. So let's look at gains and losses. The Redskins signed Paul Richardson from Seattle, who will play alongside 2 other Paul Richardsons, Josh Doctson and Jamison Crowder. These guys are all young, so we don't know their ceiling yet. And maybe Alex Smith can find himself another Tyreek Hill in one of these guys. But on paper, this receiving core doesn't look the least bit impressive. Now, the Redskins pass up on a running back in the 1st round, but land Darius Geis out of LSU in the 2nd. Redskins will use him as a 1st and 2nd down north and south running back, a grinder to pick up the 3 or 4 yards needed to open up the passing game. One of the highlights about Geis in college is that he averaged 4.1 yards per carry after the first contact, which is why some had even projected him to be a mid to late 1st round pick. On defense, Orlando Scandrick comes in from Dallas to join a pretty solid Washington defensive back crew with Josh Norman and DJ Swearinger. This defense was top 10 in interceptions, defensive passing yards, and third down percentage. But outside of drafting Deron Payne in the first round, it seems they did nothing to help the 32nd ranked rushing defense. And the Redskins will have to face Zeke Elliott, Saquon Barkley, and the medley of Philadelphia Eagles running backs twice a year. Floor for the Redskins. Back to the basement. If it's true that Alex Smith's late success was due to Andy Reid's system, if Darius Geis is a second rounder that plays like a sixth rounder, if the receiving core is really just 3 Paul Richardsons, they'd be lucky to win 4 games. Ceiling. I don't know. In this division, in this conference, the ceiling for the Washington Redskins is just not that high. If Darius Geis suddenly transforms into Kareem Hunt, if one of their tight ends suddenly become Travis Kelce and Alex Smith continues his amazing run, I still think the best they can do is 8 games. Thank you all for watching. Please subscribe. Please hit the bell to be notified whenever a new video comes out. Stay tuned. I will be doing a story for each and every NFL team. And once again, thank you always for watching and for your support. See you on the other side.